Love it when it does that now since I started the microphone. Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. I am Ski here from the beautiful studio, which is still getting more stuff on the wall. Once I finish filling that in, there will be more people. So don't worry. There's more to come and a lot more to talk about when it comes to all the stuff that I've gotten. Guys haven't seen the end of it, but most importantly, let's talk about NXT 2.0 from last night. I thought it had a lot of good, some high points, some low points, some stuff that I didn't necessarily like, some stuff absolutely hurt my head. But if you're not watching Vince McMahon product without having something hurt your head, are you really watching a Vince McMahon product? Think about that. It's a real question. Are you really? If your head isn't going, wait, what? It's amazing. But I mean, they started out with Joe Gacy with Ciampa, which again, Ciampa, I mean, need I say more? Ciampa, but Gacy, like talking about all of his snowflakes and being inclusive and the ring being a safe space. Like, there's just something about it that really just rubs me the wrong way, hurts my head, baffles my mind. However, that whatever the hell you want to call it, I mean, it's just mind altering. And him against Ciampa, I mean, it's going to be a good match, and he didn't look bad. Like, that's the thing. It didn't. I mean, he obviously can wrestle. Is he the greatest thing in the world? No, but could he hold together a match with Ciampa? Yes. Did he? Yes. Was it with Ciampa so easier for him? Yes. Yeah, Ciampa puts on hell matches. He tells good stories. All that. That him against Joe Gacy. I mean, it's the character, man. It's the character. It's killing him. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna kill him. I'm sorry. It's not gonna. It just I don't get it. I don't know anyone's gonna be able to get behind it. There's just so much that I'm just throwing here all my snowflakes and like is it like playing into being one of them? He's all inclusive and all that, and safe space and all of it, but they get mad when you call them snowflakes. So I don't know what the hell to think what's going on, but I don't like it. But again, it was a good match. It was a great way to start off the night. Champ out there doing his thing. And I like the way they're using him, because he didn't win the match. Gacy didn't, so he's not in the title match, but he still had a match with Ciampa, which, I mean, you can tell a lot from people working with Ciampa to see if they got it. So I'm all for that. Don't get me wrong, it's just that character, man. And then after the match, Harlan rushed in and left, and attacked. Well, just him and Ciampa. It's really mind altering stuff what happened with him and Ciampa. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why they would throw him in. I don't know. Like, I don't say technical difficulties. It happens. Didn't turn off in between shows. But like, I mean, Gacy came in to, whatever the hell he did there. He got shoved down. And then Harlan and him, like that whole interaction there was just weird. I want to see what they're gonna do with Harlan. And I haven't missed like I haven't missed a single like 2.0. I still just, I mean, first time I saw him, like, who the hell is that? And they kept going. I don't know. The Gacy thing hurts my head. Him and his interaction with Harlan was just like, what the hell, like mind altering stuff. But regardless, it was still a good match they put together there. Ciampa came out victorious. it was still a good match. And there's a thud if you just heard that from my dog smashing the cone off the door. Geniuses I'm dealing with right now between technology, animals, all that. But and Gacy, like I still just don't get it. This many weeks in, I just hate it even more. Like Cameron Grimes is at least somewhat come around with how much trash I talk about him. I like him more than I do Gacy and that Harlan thing, but I was really gonna have something with those two to do together. Zion Quinn defeated Malik Blade. You know, again, good match. Not the greatest thing in the world, but good match against two guys that are coming up. So it was good. That's what I'll give it. I mean, they put on a good match. And they're trying to build characters. So, little by little here and there, letting more people come in and out, vignettes or shorter matches like that. I mean, it still gets them to show their face, show what they can do. So, I'm not completely against those really short matches. I mean, they're not like my favorite thing in the world, but in this situation, when it's two guys trying to make a name in, NXT 2.0, which hasn't been around for like really very long or forever. I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks now. I'm okay with it in that situation when it's guys like that. If you're gonna have two of them out there together, let them, work with one another. Get the match in and just put together a good match. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. Just put together a good match people can follow and get behind, show what you can do. And I do like that about it. See, I still hate the set. You will never hear me say anything nice about the set. I still think that is the most absolute god awful, ghastly, whatever the hell you want to call it. But they have some good matches going on, whether they're short or not. I mean, I don't like all the characters. I don't like all of it, but I like what's going on with the wrestling, at least for the most part. Some of the characters over the set, I will never like that ever. It still looks like a garbage high school, middle school, elementary school, like dance of some sort that they're put together, like when they're doing like, I don't know, some 70s themed. I don't know. It's ugly. I'll never like it. But moving on. Thank God. Ivy Nile defeated Valentina Feroz. It was her Ivy's first match. Lots of Glamazon references and comparisons, which is understandable with the size of her. What she can do, the muscle, I could see it. She won with that. Just threw her up there and held her on her shoulders for forever. Did squats even. I mean, she's a beast. But anyone, Ivy Nile there in the Diamond Mine, anyone that was watching the Titan games, the first season with The Rock hosting it, The Rock show, on NBC. Like she was a beast then. Like that's where I first knew her from. I'm like, look at her. So I figured if her and The Rock with her size and her athleticism, that something would happen. I'm glad it did. But I mean, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it because she was phenomenal on there, beating up on everybody, in those contests and those, tests of strength and endurance and all. Like it was good. And for her first match, it was good and it wasn't against like someone that was big and known. So, she got to go out, show what she knew. She could do really well. She excelled at. And, show off some strength and all that because she is like jacked. I think her nickname was the Pitbull on the Titan games. And I liked her then. I like her now. Like, it did what it had to do for the amount of time that was there. And the reference to the Glamazon, like I have no problem with that either. That was really fair, I believe. Just size, strength, beauty. Like, we'll wait and see where it leads to, but I was impressed. And again, it was her having her first ever match with, someone that's not known. So, let everyone do their thing and let her show off what she had. They could do a few of those before she steps up to, one of the bigger names in the division that's at least been there for a little bit longer, but she looked great. I mean, in the ring, not being a creeper or anything, regardless of how beautiful, I think it'll be a good career though, as long as she doesn't get hurt and she sticks with it. I mean, because she was again the beast on the Titan games, and I think her in the Diamond Mine leads to a good thing because, that dude can talk. That's running than Leon Bivens. Like that dude could run his suck. So it's good to have her there and around all those different people. They have a good thing going there. I'd like to see what they keep doing with the Diamond Mine. They're going to go for tag team gold. They're going to. That gives a chance to have the woman. Like it's a good thing they have going there. Like it gives Roddy something to do where he looks good. So I'm happy with it. Like, and it was a good match again for what it was, regardless of the set. I'm glad that she was there because I even made the comment when the Titan games were going on, how cool it'd be if she went. So really cool to see her there. I was excited. Like I like it and glad to see that she can actually do something in the ring, which is always good. You know, maybe it could turn into something good and she can because she's got the look and the build. And for the ability she showed, I mean, she can go, far in there as long as the capacity is there to do it without getting hurt and her body doesn't break down. She doesn't get hurt all the time. Like it could be a really good thing. So there you go. I will still trash the set 1,000,000%, but that was a good thing. Then Julius Creed defeated Ricky Manjiro. I don't like Jiro. I look at him and smile in his Speedo and his jacket, and it just hurts my head. And in the end of it, at least we got to see Kushida come out and try to run to his aid. But the Dynamite, there's too many of them. It didn't end well. But I mean, again, Jiro just hurts my head. Can he wrestle? Yes. I find it to be too ridiculous. I know it's wrestling. Like I find something to be too ridiculous. Like, bro, you're watching professional wrestling, sports entertainment, really. Like you're watching that. Like it's gonna be ridiculous. Yes, it is. I am well aware of that. But that's just too much. And then at least we got to see Kushida. We haven't seen since he lost the title, so maybe that'll set up him and Roddy too, which I think could be really, really good. Kushida was doing really good stuff before he dropped the belt in the way he did. Again, it was just a bunch of people interfering and all that, but it wasn't clean. But Kushida was on a run compared to where he was like before, just floundering around here and there. Like that was really good. So I'm really just hoping this leads to round two between him and Roddy, and don't have everyone get involved. So if they're going to keep it on Roddy, at least they can keep it going clean. That any of the ridiculousness and all, but they're going to put on a hell of a match whenever they do it. Sucks for Jiro. However you pronounce Jiro, I don't know. But he hurts my damn head. And the song hurts my head. But he pulls the positivity thing off great. So I will give him that. He plays the positivity role superbly. So congratulations to you for that. You play positivity, great. Just all the smiling and the jacket in the ring, it just hurts my brain. Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner defeat Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. It was a good tag team match. Riley got, just mauled a lot at the beginning there with Vaughn on the outside looking on, all the things that go into just the maulings of it. Anyone that watched it knows. Till he finally got to Wagner, which led to him and Ridge, which was really good. Kyle going around doing what he did to take care of Dunn on the outside. And Wagner, picking up the pin. I mean, that's a big thing for Von Wagner. I mean, him working with Kyle, I mean, they're working together. Obviously, those two doing that and him teaming up with him, maybe they're going to have Kyle and him, be a tag. Let Kyle be the leader of that and help, build him or something. I mean, that could work. It'd give Kyle something to do, give him some kind of gold, which is good because he has all the experience in the world, and gives Von Wagner, matches with him again. First time we really saw him, but in matches with Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. I mean, Ridge hasn't been around for the longest thing, but Pete Dunne, having matches with Kyle and Pete, they have lots of experience. So it could be really, really, really good, actually, them together. Just got to wait and see what they do with it. Because again, I go and say they're going to do this, and then they actually did get me. That's because I forgot about that guy even existing. It was to entertain me, but it'd be really good. And Wagner looked good. I mean, and Ridge is only in next week, I think is his last one. NXT at least, because the Saudi show is next week, which means the draft takes effect next Friday. So I'm getting pinned. I mean, it doesn't help him, but it's something to me. Put on a good match. This is how he's going to go out there. They can make him a big beastly monster on SmackDown. Now, from run through people and have really good matches with really talented people. So if he has to go down that way with the match with Pete and losing, it is what it is. People, a lot of people lose on their way out to main roster. So I'm okay with it. I hope they do something good with him when he goes up there. But again, Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner, whatever they're going to do with it, hopefully they at least make it a tag team before they have them go at it. So they can, build up Vaughn, get him a lot of experience and again, Kyle with gold will be good. He still seems to be trying to find himself a lot, character wise and all that. But at least we're not doing that Orange Cassidy ripoff thing for that week. So see what they do with it. I'm okay with it. Duke Hudson, with a handful of tights, beat Grayson Waller. So and after the vignette with Duke, poker, blackjack, whatever the hell it was last week, gambling and all that, like it was good for what it was. It wasn't the longest thing in the world. But he got his thing on a handful. I'm sure they're going to do it more. They're going to do more matches because of the way it ended. Hopefully they get longer and better. But again, their new faces there. He was on the breakout tournament, sure. But I mean, have airtime just regularly. I mean, they're slowly building it. I'm okay with where they are with a lot of these people. I mean, they have to do that, especially when they're facing off against other people that are just coming in. They need to have these matches to slowly build them, do their thing, build character, show what they can do, and slowly build. So I'm okay with, in my opinion, at least. You can tell me I'm wrong. Comments are there. You message me. Really tell me I'm wrong. I'm cool with that. But he got himself, using, some underhanded stuff, but you got a full hand of tights, rolled him up and walked out with a win. So there we go. Indy Hartwell and Persia Parado is apparently her best friend. I see them going for women's tag team gold. Obviously, we saw the message, after they beat Saray and Amari Miller, been pushing them here for the couple weeks. And Saray, since she's got there, I mean, it doesn't seem like she fits in really anywhere. I mean, you don't see her very often. Just, the style and the clash, I don't know. But Indy and Persia, obviously, they had them get the win. So we knew they were going to look for the tag champs. And earlier in the day, we already heard Gigi and JC say that they wanted the women's tag titles. So obviously, when they won and called them out, we knew we were going to see them. Gigi and JC come out. And, Io and Zoe were obviously in the ring as champions, but we all knew they were going to come out and set up a match for Halloween Havoc. So I think it'll be good to see what they all do. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I mean, really, since it's been a while since, Zoe and Io. I mean, they've been champs for a little bit, but they haven't really done anything big with them. And granted, they have the rebuild, but with everything I think Io deserves to be champion. And I think she held down everything with, out a shadow of a doubt during the pandemic. That was a great championship. They had to beat, Charlotte, for Christ's sake. But like, she was so good, and Zoe's talented too. I mean, putting them together made sense, but they got to do something with it sooner or later. Like, they really have to. I'm not trying to be that guy, but it's getting to that point. They got to do something with them, but it did set up the match. So, Toxic Attraction minus Mandy, Io and Zoe defending, and Indy and Persia as a third, triple threat. They could do something really good with it. If they do the wheel the whole time, I mean, hell, maybe they can have Shotzi come back and host it again. There's something to do. Let her come back, do the thing. She did good last year. But be a good triple threat set up. I just maybe I missed all that, but I mean, after the wedding, boom, there they are, a team like her and Indy and that. And Indy, she's been in the talks doing all the stuff with Johnny and Candace and Austin and all that, and then her stuff with Dexter. So letting her be more like wrestling in her story would be a good thing. And obviously, she can wrestle, and she learned a lot from Candace and all of them. I mean, that's what they put them with it for. So it'll be good to see it, and if they could just actually have real competition for women's tag team belts, because neither of them really, I mean, they got them, and then what the hell have they done? I mean, across the board, main roster NXT, to me, it's been a waste. So hopefully they do something good with it. We'll see how the match goes. Again, hopefully Shotzi comes back. That's just my personal, because she did such a good job with it last year. So we'll see. We shall see. Here's to hoping. And then that leads to the main event, which we saw Legado del Fantasma jump and kidnap the rest of Hit Row to leave Swerve by himself. And it led to a hell of a match. I mean, Swerve and Escobar did a hell of a job. It was a great match. They can both go a lot. And we knew that he was going to have to drop the title because, I mean, next Friday, they're on SmackDown, so he can't have the damn thing. We all knew that it was going to happen. They did a hell of a job with it all. I mean, they really did. Back and forth, they did. Now, get the kidnapping, and that's just make top dollar. Like, you could kill both of them. I mean, look at the size of the guy, but they did it. That dog's crazy. I'm sure you heard that. But one thing I didn't see coming after a good match where Swerve won was Carmelo Hayes, who I completely forgot was a thing, cashing in that contract, beating him, and now he's the North American champion and not Escobar. So I didn't see that coming. So I will give them credit. They won that one. They got me. You win NXT. But again, I keep forgetting he's there, like him and that idiot next to him. This hurts my head. The idiot next to him really is what hurts my head. So that was great, though. The good ending. I forgot about it. It's kind of like a cash in with Money in the Bank. It was good. So I thoroughly, yeah, that was a good way to end the night. I'm okay with it. And that'll lead to a good thing with Escobar and him. And a lot of people let him show what he's got. Now that he's got the championship. I just don't like the kidnapping thing to end out, hit row on there. Like those three guys getting kidnapped, and then they're just going to go to SmackDown like nothing happened. It seems like a big thing to do instead of just having a run in them all just, getting taken out, kidnapping them like that to play it off that way. I don't know. I just found that to be kind of dumb. I mean, three of them get kidnapped and then they're just going to ride off on the SmackDown like nothing happened. That's called dumb. Poor writing. Like that's stupid. So to me, you can tell me what you think. You could agree or disagree. And the only other thing to talk about is Tony Khan said he hasn't had any words with the artist formerly known as Bray Wyatt. So whatever that means. I mean, I believe when he says it, because I mean, he'd be in the rubbing in his face if he's talking to him. We would know. And not, pretty sure, non-disclosed is up or it's really close. So that's why he's saying no. But if he's not showing up, obviously these people have contracts there because they show up the day after. Obviously, they're not setting it all in stone. They're doing all of it. Like, so we'll see how it goes from that. I just can't wait to, see where he finally goes, or if he goes back to WWE or whatever, just to see him. And I love the character. It's the best thing they had going really for a long time. Most creative thing, most different out of the box thing. So that's all I got with that. Man, I just want to see what they're going to do with it. But overall, again, good day of wrestling. There's some short stuff, some stuff that I found stupid, but I mean, Joe Gacy, but all around good. For what it is, I mean, it wasn't that bad. And again, if it wasn't for the set, I'd probably be a little happier. But sorry, I hate the set. Deal with it. Never going to change that. I will strongly dislike that forever. Not sorry, Reese's. But that being said, I'm going to get off of here and stop flapping my jibs and forever. Tomorrow I'll be back on to talk about tonight's Dynamite, which I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that. Super excited. Actually, I don't say quarter stupid about that. I'm sure there's going to be something stupid, but be a good night. Mostly wrestling, so hopefully no kidnapping. That was just dumb. But remember to like, share, comment, and repeat all videos on all platforms, especially the commenting and liking and following along. That helps the most. Again, video, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. Audio is on Anchor, Breaker, Overcast, Sketcher, Radio Public, Pocket Casts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. If you follow along, if you'd rather listen, I get a little help from the sponsor. It monetizes me barely on everything but iHeartRadio if you want to listen. So I greatly appreciate that. And I can keep track of the numbers per episode way easier because it's all right there no matter what you listen on. And if you're watching the videos, again, comment, like on all the things and comment out, because the more you follow, whereas I get on all the more comments on the videos, the better it shows up in searches and stuff for people to see. But I appreciate it. Let me know what I think. You think? Let me know what I missed, minus, the tag team match setup between Steiner's kid and Ciampa against people next week, like stuff like that. Obviously, I was worried more about the action. So I didn't mention that. But let me know what you think. Comment away. Message away. I'm an open book. I take it all. I appreciate it all. And I really, really do. Like, you have no idea how much I do. Like, this is a great platform for me to get it all off my chest so Hannah doesn't have to hear about it. So I appreciate all y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Don't forget to watch Dynamite. and be good to each other. Enjoy some wrestling. Let me know what you think. Enjoy the rest of your night. And until next time, my friends, peace.